Is the deal done, Amanda?
It's done.
Because today is a special day, I shall put on my only Newcastle gear.
Welcome everyone to another episode of Football Armchair Experts, where we pretend to know everything, but actually we know nothing. It's been 2 weeks since we've last met, so what have you been up to, viewers? Maybe you were keeping up to date with the many international matches, classics such as Madagascar 1, Democratic Republic of Congo 0. Newcastle became the richest club in world football.
Let's fucking go!
and there was of course National Boyfriend Day. So I know 4 people who definitely didn't celebrate National Boyfriend Day. There's Liverpool fan Inran, Chelsea fan Newcastle fan Manjun, and I myself, Mark, I'm a Fulham fan. So of course we will also be previewing the upcoming match week 8. So we can start off with the big news. Newcastle fan Manjun, congratulations, you're now joining the big time richest club in world football.
Thanks guys. You don't know how happy I am, right? To finally see some good news for Newcastle. Finally, it's not Bruce sucks. Finally, it's not result sucks. Finally, it's not relegation battle. Finally, it's not Aaron Shearer talking cock. Michael Owen talking cock. Finally, it's some good stuff, you know. And what I love about this one is all the random transfer rumors that come out every fucking day. Oh my god, brings tears to my eyes, guys.
How big a deal is this? Like in terms of your personal life, now it's like a huge.
Oh, my personal life, not really, not really much difference actually.
Okay.
When the news first came out, like, it was fucking sudden. It's like 1 minute they approve, next minute they sold it. Like the club give a statement. So what the fuck? But when the news first broke out, right, I had I felt a bit indifferent now, because I worry that, you know, because Newcastle fans might be over their head a bit. You know, they say, oh, years of suffering, and they want everything to change so fast. So I worry we might be the next Man City, next PSG. You know what I mean? Like,
why is that
a worry?
I said, you know, you lose a bit of that identity as a club, you know. Now you only see Man City as oil money. You see PSG as oil money. You know, I don't want my club to be known as oil money, you know.
But like realistically, if this didn't happen, like if Mike actually live forever or something, like throughout your entire life,
I think he might just
Newcastle will never win a Premier League title. Like right now, it's a distinct possibility Newcastle will win a title.
I truly believe, right, even though I say we won't be a Man City child at PSG, I truly believe in like 3 to 5 years time we will be exactly the same as Man City and PSG lah.
Probably, yeah.
Yeah, probably lah. Every player just buy what is youth system, you know what I mean?
Newcastle will be Premier League title winners in like how many years? 3, 5 or 10? Or more than that?
Oh, I think by 10 we will have at least 3 titles lah.
Really?
Confirm lah. Oh my god. Like, okay, how long did it take Man City to get their first title? Not very long, like 3 years.
Let me think.
3
I
to
no
5?
idea actually. Yeah.
Was it
I think it was 3
Pellegrini?
to 5.
3 to 5 years, like.
At the start, it wasn't very good, right? Was it still Mark Hughes at the start?
Was Mark Hughes at the
start? At the start,
and
then Mancini.
Mancini is the first one. The last minute goal by Aguero.
Oh yeah.
That's their first title?
That's the first title.
Wow, sick.
Really? Oh.
Didn't know
Yeah,
that.
that's how you win their first title.
Oh my god.
Oh yeah, okay.
Yeah, so that was, I think, possibly 4 years. But
4 years.
Yeah.
Hopefully, before I reach the big 3-0, they can win their first title. I know a bit too much to ask.
Your own milestone.
Your own milestone.
Newcastle. Your dream
to
see Newcastle win the title before you reach 30.
Yeah, I'm quite optimistic that we will win the title sooner rather than later. Or sooner rather than later than Man City did it. Yeah.
Why though? Why so optimistic?
No, like, to be honest, right, I think the era that Man City was in a bit different than now.
Okay.
It's
like
easier back then, if anything.
Like in terms of like spending money on players, now it's like very common. No man.
Yeah, so wouldn't that make it harder
Yeah,
for you?
That is true. I don't know. The rumors make me go crazy. One day Koulibaly, another day got random people. I say I going crazy now.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Expected that is optimistic. Okay.
Yeah. I mean, what if suddenly the new owners are like, we're not going to spend a lot of money also.
They promised me 190 million in January. They better not go back on their word. Yeah.
Solid?
They gave a number.
Yeah, they gave 190 million they can spend in January, and they'll still be within FFP.
That can be spent very quickly.
Yeah.
But that's
it's one Haaland, really.
That's half the value of your club, really.
Almost, I think it's like more than half. I think it's more than half.
Yeah, slightly more than half.
Yeah.
How is that FFP?
They know their stuff, clearly.
Okay, I think because Newcastle haven't been spending last two
Yeah.
windows.
Dude, we
also,
never
I
spent for the
guess.
last 10 years, right? I think
You can
we spent
accumulate
500
everything
million, right?
together,
Confirm still
then
we
you
need that.
just...
I don't think FFP is 10-year windows, but
Yeah.
okay.
But I think shouldn't get ahead of ourselves with all these Newcastle, the rumors and the thing.
You're the only one getting it.
Yeah, I think I'm getting ahead of
We
myself.
don't need to tell us that.
Yeah.
Okay, I guess maybe to ask neutral's point of view first, before we get to who you think you want as your transfers. I guess can ask Imran. Yeah, like in how many years will Newcastle win the title?
I don't know. I think now it's still too early to tell anything. Like I haven't given it much thought. I feel like this kind of thing is just like all hype. Then at the end of the day, it's just gonna die. It's like how, I don't know, Everton at some point also got taken over by like some Chinese owners or what. Then you're like, oh, they're gonna have a revival. They also spend like money. Maybe not gonna be as much as what Newcastle is gonna spend, but they also spend money. Then also flop. Then also now don't know what the hell they're doing really. So like I don't know. I have like a more pessimistic view. I don't think they're just gonna go out and like start getting all the big names. So maybe probably 5 years.
It's still very fast, 5 years.
It's too fast.
Yeah,
I think 5 years is very fast. Like I think 5 years will be okay. Personally, I think 5 years maybe close to challenging the top 6.
Yeah, maybe
Because
Champions League.
You have to look at Newcastle's current squad. How many transfer windows do you need to like totally revamp the entire? Like in 5 years' time, right? At the most, right? Maybe St. Maximin is still there. Nobody else.
I don't know lah. I was just basing it off the Man City one. If Man City can do it within a period, why can't Newcastle?
I think okay because Man City were already under Taksin before the Abu Dhabi group, so they already had a mini bit of spending. They were already like 7th or 8th. Newcastle are like 19th now. Like we'll get to the whether Newcastle can survive relegation before like the end of the season. We'll
Oh
get
my
to that
god!
a bit later.
Imagine if they get relegated. Yeah,
We'll own the championship or something.
the richest.
Completely destroy it. 42 wins, no way. 46 wins.
Neymar in the championship. Just like I mean, of course, obviously Neymar doesn't care. Right? You give him money, he just go already.
Oh.
Okay, I guess maybe in terms of like sort of first-hand experience, can ask Robin like, I mean, I'm sure this is of course optimism abound for a lot of Newcastle fans, especially when the takeover just happened. A lot of Newcastle fans were outside the stadium. It's already sold out for the next game against Spurs. But like until they reach the January transfer window, you're still stuck with the squad that you have now.
But this season is just to survive, right? I think that is the aim this year. But future years, I think the next step is to change the manager for sure. I think that's a tough. You can buy all the players you want, but if you don't have a good coach, you're not going to win still. And I think that's a difficult market to find a good coach. Like who's available now? Conte, but will he want to go Newcastle? I don't know.
Probably like you got money, he okay already.
Yeah, is he that kind? Yeah, he's a money transfer budget kind of guy. Maybe he got chance. But yeah, I think it's just as a neutral, it's exciting that there's another big player, big spending. It means transfer movements. So it's quite exciting to see more challenges. And after all, it's the league that we all watch anyway. So I think it's better that it's more competitive. But I don't know. This year is just about surviving. The most realistic expectation is to survive.
Surprised that Steve Bruce hasn't been sacked yet.
Actually, no, I don't think so. I'll be more worried if he was just sacked the day after we got took over. It seems like they have no plan.
Why? I
Because
thought that would mean that
it feels very knee-jerk if I were to think about it.
No,
because I think I read reports like they went around, like they went to training, right? Then the Saudi dude and Amanda Staveley went to training, talked to the players, talked to the manager, talked to the staff and everybody. I think it seems like they know what they're doing. So I don't know how to phrase it, but I wouldn't like a knee-jerk reaction from them. It seems like they're catering to the fans if they just just sack Bruce without any plan, this kind of thing.
No, but you can have a plan in terms of
somebody still has to be there. Yeah, somebody still has to be there even after Bruce is gone. I wouldn't expect like maybe Graham Jones to take over. I wouldn't expect that. Yeah.
Alan Shearer.
No way.
Oh god.
I'm trauma.
Caretaker.
Oh my god, disgusting.
Yeah, caretaker always just hire some club legend to pacify the fans then
it worked for Man U.
But do you think Bruce will stay though? Could be gone in January.
I mean, to be honest, I would be surprised if he even survives after the Spurs game, to be honest.
Wait,
Yeah.
so you don't mind him being kept on just for the upcoming game?
Yeah. I mean, I will expect to leave because now it's only Wednesday and our game's on Sunday.
You can leave tomorrow.
Legit, I still think that high chance he will leave before Sunday. Yeah, but I wouldn't be surprised if they drag it on one more week. So even by the next game, I think even the next 2 weeks he'll be gone.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well, Steve Bruce has been going on a bit of a media campaign, like tugging on people's heartstrings. Next game will be his
It's
1,000th
boys.
game in charge of a club. So,
Does anybody
currently
care?
if Steve Bruce
course
cares,
lah, Steve Bruce.
he's
Such a
been
nice
talking
guy.
about it for quite a while already. I think even 998 he was talking about it. Oh, is it the next game? Oh, pretend that he forgot and that kind of nonsense. Currently, the favourite for the Newcastle job is Lucien Favre.
Is he from Dortmund?
I mean, yeah, he
Yeah,
was from
he's a Dortmund
Dortmund.
guy.
I mean, he's a bit unproven, you can just say.
In the Premier League, lah.
I guess. I don't know why. Is he still at Dortmund? No, is he still at like...
No.
Oh, he's at Nice, is it? Not at Nice anymore.
Yeah, left Nice already. Like I
Yeah.
think he's currently no job.
Yeah, so I think like he's not the kind, like he's the kind that they hype him up because he did well at a semi-big club or a smaller club from Gladbach. He's from Gladbach, right?
Gladbach,
Yeah.
Dortmund, and Nice.
Yeah, so after Dortmund, he just went way down. So I don't think he will be the best candidate. Yeah.
These clubs all did a lot better than Newcastle have been doing the last few years.
Of course, how can you compare Dortmund and Gladbach to Newcastle, guys?
I mean, so it's definitely still a step up. But I don't know in terms of
it
that.
is lah.
Okay.
It would be weird to have a Conte lah. It would be weird lah.
Yeah, but that will show
Yeah.
the ambitions of the club. If you're gonna hire Lucien Favre, yeah, probably aiming to be the next Wolves.
I mean, step by step lah. I think Lucien Favre will be fine. Of course, my heart says, what if Rafa was still here? But if he was still available
No lah.
with all this cash? Not now lah. Because he's at Everton lah. If he's
Wasted.
Okay, like thinking about like how the first transfers were for Man City and Chelsea after they got their major big takeover, right? For Chelsea, I don't know if maybe Robin wants to guess like out of the first 5 transfers, can you guess any one of them?
I think there was Makelele, Veron.
Was it that era?
Yeah, it was
It's the same transfer window, but it's not the first 5 lah.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't know who's the first one.
Not so long
Lampard.
ago.
Lampard
No,
maybe.
Lampard was already there.
Oh,
The first 5 are
at Chelsea
Glenn
all along.
Johnson,
Glenn Johnson,
Jeremy.
yes.
Wayne Bridge, Damien Duff, and Joe Cole.
You just say
Oh, Joe
Jeremy.
Cole, yeah.
Fucking Jeremy.
Yeah. But Jeremy also Newcastle, so yeah.
Yeah, I know. Yeah, fucking Jeremy. Yeah.
Yeah, no, we bought almost a whole team worth of players.
Yeah.
It's quite
That's why
mad.
Ranieri had to rotate a lot.
Yeah, it's insane. It's a bit mad.
Yeah, but like these names are like decent but not glamour names, I guess. In terms of Man City, the first 5 were Shea Given, also another Newcastle link.
Glamour name.
Not bad.
Nigel de Jong, Craig
Glamour
Bellamy, Wayne Bridge again, and Robinho.
Robinho.
Oh,
Ilano didn't come
Robinho.
in before Robinho.
Ilano after.
Ilano, I think,
lah.
was under Taksin already.
Taksin.
What the hell is Ilano?
Yeah.
I never heard before.
Brazilian midfielder.
He had a hot period. He was
Hot,
there.
yeah.
Yeah, like he scored a lot of free kicks that kind of. Yeah.
Yeah.
Are Newcastle really going to go down this road also? Like, sort of improve their team, but no big names. Maybe at the most 1 big name, and maybe Wayne Bridge.
Wayne Bridge. Not too sure. To be honest, I know a lot of rumors going around lah. This star, that star for every club. But of course, then to me, of course, it's not the most ideal way to spend your money.
Okay.
Yeah. What would be a more idealistic way to spend money to me? Is like maybe investing in like younger players, those with
Okay.
more potential. Yeah, those kind of things. At least putting money into a fucking academy, that will be the more important thing to me. Because now it seems like you have no academy. Every time because I follow Newcastle on Facebook. Every time there's academy result, you're gonna trash 5-0-4-1, 5-0-4-1-3. And if you're not in the first division of under 21s, but in the second division of under 21s, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, so like when was the last time you see any upcoming Newcastle
Okay, I think the academy part
player?
should be quite easy to do. Don't need a lot of money. It's like 1 transfer fee for like 1 big player can already.
I thought academy nowadays is just buying academy players for other clubs to fill your academy. Right?
So
Yeah, but you need to build like the facilities and all that.
Yeah. I heard our ice baths are still in the big recycle bins filled with ice. They don't have legit ice baths, yeah.
very insider
all-
knowledge, but okay. Looking at your current starting 11, who is the first player that you will replace and with who?
Wow. Oh,
Nice question. Nice question.
That's very tough.
I like
I personally would replace the guy beside Lascelles. which is anybody.
Which is you've been rotating
which is it can be Fernandez, can be Kieran Clark, can be Pardew. Yeah. But I probably wouldn't want it to be Koulibaly lah. Out of like.
What, because too old?
Not too
Yeah,
old.
why
like,
not?
It feels a step too far lah for what we are.
Also too good.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel.
So
I
who is
feel.
not too
I feel
good?
James Tchaikovsky. It would be a nice fit.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I wanted to ask you, like, send to you like as a joke, but okay. I guess you're
It's
quite okay
been
with
so
James
heavily
Tchaikovsky,
linked now. I think it's real already.
I mean,
Yeah.
sure. He would
It's-
definitely jump at
it's-
the opportunity.
Yeah,
to go
I
on.
would think that lah.
It's realistic. Yeah.
That position number one. And I personally, even though I keep hyping the band out, right, I'm not like the biggest fan of Callum Wilson.
Okay.
So maybe someone to replace Callum Wilson also lah.
Chris Wood, man.
Chris Wood, your head lah. Chris Wood.
Follow Tarkowski.
Well, imagine you got taken over now the richest club, right? Then you buy from Burnley.
Burnley, I don't know who. You asking to pick a single player from Burnley? I don't even know who.
Looking back on Mike Ashley's legacy or like your time supporting Newcastle with Mike Ashley, are there any high points? I wanted to say
High points.
Yeah.
I mean, he gave us 2 trophies like that's a high point. 2 championship trophies. One of my biggest, like, not obviously regrets when looking back in his tenure is like he didn't upgrade the squad. The season we got 5th with like Papi Cisse, Demba. Yeah, that was one of the biggest regrets. He literally spent. I think he got a free transfer for Bernard Anita. If you don't know who is he, and doing it was a bit wasted lah because we went from 5th, then we just dropped away down. Imagine it's like West Ham, you got 5th last season, then next season you got like 12th.
And it's still possible for West Ham this year.
Yeah, but I think it's complete waste lah. Then after that, it's just the all way downhill. Because back then we had the foundation. We had Kebai, we had Tiote, we had Ben Arfa, we had Dembaba, Papi Cisse, those kind of players lah.
Was it Alan Pardew then?
Yeah, it was Alan Pardew. Yeah.
Yeah, it's Alan Pardew and his French boys.
You know, and his biggest transfer was giving Alan Pardew a fucking 11-year contract lah. Or something like that lah.
Huh, really?
10-year contract. Yeah.
6 year contract.
6 years. Felt like forever. Yeah.
How far into it was he before he got fired?
I think like about 2 years only.
Yeah, very, very short.
Around 2 years.
Yeah.
Wow, 6
Apparently,
contract. Fuck. Why?
apparently, I don't know if you know this story, but apparently it's because like he met Alan Pardew like in a bar in Newcastle, and because like Newcastle were doing very well, then they drank together, and he's like, and he got he got along very well with Alan Pardew, and then he handed him the 6-year contract the next day.
Oh, my
Apparently,
God.
that's the story.
I would totally believe it. It sounds true.
Yeah, but anyway, those days are now over. Maybe something more to look forward to.
I have faith in Amanda Staveley lah. And whoever the
Okay.
yeah.
Cannot. Saudi people or halal cannot drink.
Yeah,
So no more 6-year contracts.
No 6-year contract.
apparently there will be no Saudi that will be having an executive role in the board lah. But who even knows?
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Okay, I
so
guess
the only
maybe
reason
that's
why it went through because the Saudi won't be controlling the club. It'll be controlled by PCP ma, which is Amanda Staveley lah.
that's more or less a summary of the Newcastle's fans' perspective on what has happened over the past week. It's been like basically his biggest week in terms of watching football ever since he was young. So all the best to Newcastle. Watford sacking their manager Xisco.
Oh,
That was a
yes.
surprise. Yeah. Probably have to start with Manjun. Do you think? I think it will be hard to find someone who will say that's the right decision. But like, why do you think they decided to do it?
Oh, I mean, you could say they got higher ambitions than that lah.
What,
But I
13?
think then like getting 7 points in the first 7 games.
Okay.
But I think this is exactly what I need to be. I mean, I was supposed they want to just survive this season, but I guess they have bigger ambitions. Or either that there's some internal turmoil that we don't know about in Watford.
It's not a good look. It's like you fire the managers they got you back into the Premier League like after just 7 games. Then like it feels like not giving him enough leeway or like enough credit for what he has done before. Or like basically not trusting him. It's like he got you promoted then. Why? And like the first 7 games, it's not a disaster. You're not at 0 points or what. Yeah. Probably where you're supposed to be on the table.
Yeah, if anyone should get fired, it should be Daniel Farke. Like,
Yeah.
what the freak, man? And you thought Brentford you thought Brentford would be the Norwich, right? I thought Brentford would be Norwich this season. But Norwich is still Norwich of this
But
season.
Norwich are the Norwich. Okay. I guess maybe can ask Robin, I think we've come full circle. Is Claudio Ranieri taking over as Watford manager? So Dilly Dong, he's back.
Wonderful.
Right decision?
It would be right for Watford lah, but for Ranieri, I don't know. He might as well wait for the Newcastle job or something,
Yeah.
I think
Don't
he
know what they're
deserves
fine.
better than Watford.
I think it's their style, because Ranieri is Italian, right? Then Watford love their Serie A clubs, you know, and they love their Udinese or other partner club.
Such thing, right?
Yeah. I mean, I guess it could help.
Watford have, I think they have Italian owners, right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah.
So it will suit their mold, suit their identity.
Yeah, they had a
Okay,
lot
I
of
didn't know
Italian
that.
managers before. I think, well, cannot name any. Walter Mazzari was there, right?
Oh yeah, he was there. I mean, they could get
Yeah.
Conte lah, but who?
Oh my god.
Or Roberto
Never
Mancini
go
lah.
there.
Hey, only got one takeover this season.
I guess Ranieri is not bad lah. It's third choice.
I guess in terms of looking forward to the upcoming match week 8, since Newcastle are of course recently taken over, why not let's start with Newcastle versus Spurs? Will it change anything though? Like in terms of like, yes, there's the takeover, but the players are exactly still the same.
Yeah lah. I guess maybe the adrenaline will be high low. The atmosphere will be high. I guess that could help. Like remember the season we got relegated, we trashed Spurs right after that. I think like 4-1 or 5-1. So I think this could have the same effect lah. I mean just the early euphoria, everyone's in it. Just count it.
Wait, but before it was right after relegation was confirmed, how is that a comparable?
I don't like don't know same feel. It's like the same thing lah. Like it could happen. Like
But
players just play
relegation
out.
set you free.
Like players just play out their own abilities. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah. I think possible, very possible that we can win this game.
At most, I think there'll be a strong start. So maybe first 60 minutes, Newcastle will be very exciting. But I think eventually Spurs would survive. And I think the best Newcastle can get is a draw, but I'll still go towards a Spurs win for this game.
The euphoria is on the fans' part. But the fan also not supporting the club. I mean, not supporting the current group of players or the manager. So why will it translate to performance on their part? And I think, as mentioned just now, from their perspective, it's like, fuck, no matter how you do, you're going to get replaced anyway. Like, what's the point in anything they do now, right?
So this is an audition, technically, this game.
I guess.
Everybody but
a new club.
Yeah, and Almiron maybe.
But I mean, Imran does bring up a good point though. Like, could this get, like, if say, for example, the players really get demotivated by the fact they may not be around, right? Could it get a lot worse before it gets better, like, by the time we reach January?
Yeah, I guess it could lah.
Now it's sort of like you change boss or you change manager, you change CEO, whatever. Then you don't know what the hell going on in your company. Then you like don't know whether you're staying, you're going, all this kind. Then a lot of uncertainty.
Yeah lah. So, I mean, that's why I feel the changes should be minimal lah at the club. It shouldn't be a Koulibaly in January lah. I mean, maybe Lingard and James Tchaikovsky in the January would be a good transfer window lah. Yeah.
Now you see what supporting Newcastle has done to it.
Yeah. Like, is this like I wouldn't like. I think a Leicester type review would be more practical lah. But I still think we can win.
Okay. So in terms of this game, prediction.
When I ask you to pick score, maybe I don't think we can win.
What the hell?
Okay.
Getting 2-1 Newcastle.
Okay.
2-1 Spurs. I think both sides not doing well, but at least Spurs won the previous game. Still a better score overall. So
yeah, I also go 2-1 Spurs.
Okay lah, give chance for Newcastle lah. 2-2. At least make it interesting.
2-2. Wow, say not bad. I'll take that.
I think got two games that could be interesting, which is the Brentford Chelsea and the Arsenal Crystal Palace. But I'll go for Brentford Chelsea then.
Okay, both London derbies, but okay, Brentford Chelsea.
Yeah, because Brentford is, flying for their standards, really flying high. They've proven that they can battle with the top teams. And Chelsea is not exactly playing very well. As I said, 3-1 is really a flattering scoreline. It should have been 1-1, if not for the lucky red card on James Ward-Prowse, I think. Yeah, so Chelsea could be in trouble for this game because Brentford's going to give Chelsea a hard time. Yeah, it's going to be a very challenging game. I'm a bit worried just because Chelsea are not performing to their best.
I think just before the international break, the 1 week Chelsea had was they lost to Man City at home in the Premier League, lost to Juventus in the Champions League, and of course needed Southampton to go down to 10 men. Yeah, and of course, even against Southampton, you brought on like Loftus-Cheek, Hudson-Odoi, Ross Barkley, these kind of players that we all thought like, what are they still doing at Chelsea? But clearly, Tuchel is still using them.
It was a surprise, but thankfully it paid off.
I'm optimistic that Brentford can manage to get a draw out of this. I mean, they're still on riding high on their sort of wave, right, of wins and like confidence and all that sort of thing. So I can definitely see that happening. I don't see them winning Chelsea, but draw is very possible. I think I'm gonna go for a draw. 1-1.
I think Brentford got their game plan all set lah. Just hang on until 80th minute, right? Then bring on Yoane Wissa. Then he'll probably score a goal for you lah. May I go for 2-2 this one?
Okay. So since you mentioned him, like, I think you may not know the answer to this. I don't know the answer to this. Should Yoane Wissa start for Brentford?
No lah, super sub, say super sub. I don't.
Even though there are some bogey teams that do well against big teams, I somehow feel that Chelsea always seem to be the odd one out. They don't really conform to that. I'm going to go Chelsea win this 2-1.
Well, I'm legitimately worried about Brentford. So I am going to count on the Chelsea to slip up here with a loss. I think
that is harsh.
Yeah, I think Brentford will win 1-0.
Oh my God.
You're trying to reverse psychology the thing.
Yeah, try to be funny, right?
As for the future weeks, you must lose now to win the league.
Next Chelsea game is Norwich, so I guess it's fine.
Yeah. It makes for a good bounce back.
Leicester Man U lor. That's the thing, it's like Man U doing pretty okay, Leicester not doing well, so like it's very hard to see Man U slipping up here. Maybe a draw, but Leicester's really not been doing well recently, so don't know whether they can salvage a draw or not.
I actually wanted to watch the Crystal Palace Leicester game to see what was wrong with Leicester, right? But when I went in to see, Leicester 2-0 up already, so I didn't even bother watching. Then when I checked the score at full time, I was like, what the heck? So I should have watched to see what was wrong. But anyway, clearly something is very wrong. They couldn't even hold a 2-0 lead against Crystal Palace. Not even playing James Maddison anymore. Brendan Rodgers has like given up on him or something. Still playing Harvey Barnes though. I think Man U will win now. I'm going to go 2-1 Man U.
Yeah, I would think the same thing lah. Yeah, I don't remember them having like good results against Man U also lah. Well, they're still in trouble already. I think I watched like 10 minutes of second half. I never see Crystal Palace look so good before. But yeah.
Conor Gallagher, my man.
Oh my God. And that new dude, what's that new dude? That new youngster at Crystal Palace? What is his name?
Oh, Lise.
Yeah, that one looks like Eze. Yeah, very good, very good. Yeah, I think go for Man U win lah. Should be quite simple. I think go for 2-0 Man U win.
Yeah, 1-0 Man U win. Score in the 90th minute.
One nice.
Is anybody going is it going to be Ronaldo? Will he start?
Will he start?
Later Ole play one of his tricks again.
He has to, right? Oh my God, after last week.
Even if he don't start, they'll score in the 90th minute, so he'll be on by then.
I'll say 2-1 Man United.
But do you all think that Rodgers is in trouble?
No lah.
Imagine he loses this game. Then imagine they got 8 points, then they're like 15th place after 8 games.
He should be worried.
I think it's starting to reach the early point of him being worried. But I think in terms of being sacked, I think not yet. Maybe give it another 5-6 games, they still don't win, right? I think.
And gone lah.
Yeah.
I mean, okay lah. I think he has built enough goodwill. He's done well enough at Leicester for them to give them at least half a season to see how it goes.
Yeah, I guess it'll be half season.
But if after half a season he's not doing well, but he's not doing badly, he's like mid-table, I think he's still fine. Because before he came in, they were also mid-table.
Yeah,
the period between him and Ranieri leaving, they were lost for a while also. So
yeah, I'll go for Wolves and Aston Villa because it's Hwang Hee-chan's.
Hwang Hee-chan.
Hwang Hee-chan will pass. Wonderful lah. Walao, should I put him in my FPL? I regretted. I gave up so much. I won't say I never put him in my FPL. Yeah, go shoot. Wolves win lah. Wolves win. 2-1 Wolves win.
Both goals by Hwang Hee-chan.
No lah, 1 goal, 1 assist. I don't ask for too much. Yeah, 1 goal, 1 assist.
Although it's starting to be quite the strike partnership, Jimenez assisting both of Hwang Hee-chan's goals. Of course, Aston Villa Wolves is a Midlands derby. I'm going to go draw 1-1.
I'll go 2-1 Wolves also, same.
Wow, everyone very up on Wolves, huh?
Hwang Hee-chan, man, hype train.
Oh
okay, so it's the Hwang Hee-chan, it's not Wolves.
It's Hwang hype.
The Hwang hype.
You go for a draw, 1-1.
Although with Hwang Hee-chan coming in, everyone's favorite least effective midfielder Adama Traore got dropped.
I think go home lah.
Make space for him.
Adama. I remember they were saying Hwang Hee-chan only had 5 shots on goal this whole season, 3 on target and 2 are goals.
What about Adama?
More of his crosses go out for throw-ins than anything.
This happens if you treat your legs too much. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's too buff. Yeah.
Just overhit everything.
Yes, yeah.
I think the best way, ask him to just chung into the goal. This bash is very true. Yeah.
Arsenal versus
Against
Crystal
who?
Palace.
Yeah,
this
Vieira.
random three and-
This is the Patrick Vieira comeback. I think Arsenal fans quite optimistic their last few games. Even though that draw against Brighton kind of stopped them in their tracks. I had no notes for that game because obviously one, didn't watch the highlights, it was on Tuesday. And two, it was a 0-0, so why the hell would I watch the highlights? I'm going to go boring. Well, maybe not boring. I'm going to go Crystal Palace will score here actually. 2-1 Arsenal.
You know me, I can't go for Crystal Palace win.
Okay.
So, yeah.
Conor
Although
Gallagher
I
will
think
help
we a bit go on the Odson. What's his name? Odson Adui. What's his name?
Hudson Edward.
Edward.
Yeah. I think we jump on the
Not
train
everyone
too
is
fast.
Hudson Odoi.
I think we a bit jump on the train too fast for that dude. We go for 2-1. 2-1 Palace win.
Yeah, in this game, they could actually go for Benteke and he could still do quite well against Arsenal's defense. But I think it'll be a draw. I think it'll be a fun draw. I hope it'll be a 2-2.
Why? Arsenal got the Tuesday slot again. You planning to watch them?
No, I'm not going to watch, but
Okay.
it'll be good for fantasy. I got Saka.
Actually, very good.
Saka
Just
also.
just keep Arsenal on the Tuesday slot. Nobody will watch anyway. Okay. Imran.
I think a draw looks possible. Arsenal drew the previous game. Crystal Palace drew the previous game. I think I'm going to go for a draw.
Okay.
1-1.
We'll talk about the next 5 games probably a lot faster. This is Claudio Ranieri's first game as Watford manager. Will be against an unbeaten Liverpool side. Start Liverpool fan.
3-0 Liverpool.
Shit, that was my spot.
Okay.
Yeah, I was also thinking 3-0. Oh my god.
Okay. So I guess 3-0 all around.
Okay, I'll go for 4-1 since cannot go 3-0. 4-1.
Any change from Robin? Also 3-0.
Same 3-0, yeah.
Okay. I'm going to go 3-0. So I think this Watford team
So
against bigger teams quite useless. So and I think Watford's fixtures coming up quite tough also. I think it's Liverpool, then they have like Man City, Man U, something like that. But it's quite
Ranieri
a tough
crazy.
fixture list.
Oh, and I realized a fun fact. Like Liverpool is like currently the top scoring club in the Premier League.
Yeah, fun fact. I guess fun for you.
Yeah, fun for me. I was looking, go forward. Why it's like higher than the competitors?
Ask Salah to do
Okay.
more of what he did at City. Wow, that goal.
Cannot.
I guess-
I mean, you play against Watford, don't need to do that, also can score.
You know, right? If you drop points, right, this is going to get clipped for the trailer.
Oh, fuck.
Okay.
Nice.
Little new draw. Like,
Okay. Another big team in action, Man City at home against Burnley.
Any chance Chris Wood will score or not?
I don't think so, lah.
Question.
Yeah. I don't think so. I think City is too good. Finding form slowly but surely. Yeah, I think it'll be a pretty easy City win. Could be a boring match, but City would be very comfortable with most possession, everything. Just wear Burnley down. So I think it'll be 2-0 City.
Okay. Imran.
I think it'll be 4-0 City.
Wow. Okay. For
Burnley, go crazy lah. You can't host Norwich, you don't get 3 points out there. Come on, score a fucking goal. I go for 1-0 lah. 1-0 Man City.
wow.
Say
It seems the kind of game. They score one early, after that they just they fuck.
Got all sorts of scorelines already. I'm going to go in between just to differentiate myself. I'm going to go Man City 3-0. Everton against West Ham. Of course, Andros Townsend, now Everton's new star. Also, now the second person to do the seal celebration at Old Trafford. So apparently now it's now up for grabs. Everyone can do it already.
Well, he did it as a sign of respect. I don't know. Like,
Whatever.
Yeah, lor. Wow, bullshit.
After he do the screw up, then okay lah, respect. I would love it if Everton win. I would love it.
Why?
So, to know just the form that I think.
Okay.
Like, I only think about their potential when DCL and each other comes back. Turn 2-1 win.
I'll go for a 1-1 draw here, lah.
based on form, Everton to win 1-0.
I'm going to go Everton win, so Everton 2-1. Southampton against Leeds.
Leeds to win 2-0.
You can go for Leeds 1-0 lah.
Yeah, Leeds 1-0. Rafinha, let's go.
We are Rafinha.
Because he's in your team.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, Southampton, yeah. This is starting to become a bit of a boring season for Southampton. Basically, the only thing worth noticing in Southampton is Livramento, and that's like hardly a big deal. Leeds 2-0 also. Norwich versus Brighton.
Norwich.
Let's go.
Yeah.
Manju, you seem like you have a lot to say about this.
No, not at all lah. I just hope Brighton wins.
Don't need hope, they are quite possible.
I don't know, sia. 2-0
Okay.
Brighton.
I'm going to try my attempt at a fun fact also. Both these clubs' nicknames are after birds, the canaries and seagulls.
Oh, yes.
So we'll see which is the superior bird.
Magpie.
I'm going to go seagulls better than canaries. So I'm going to go 2-1. I'm going to give Norwich a goal here. 2-1 to Brighton.
No goal for Pookie and friends. I think it's 1-0 Brighton.
Bookie, what happened to him? He didn't score this season.
He got score lah.
Got score.
He scored only 2 goals.
Yeah, he's the only one who...
so sad. I cry for them. Man.
I mean, Norwich only got 2 goals. So
Yeah, they scored only 2 goals. Oh my god.
He scored 100% of their goals.
Oh my god.
I think Brighton gonna win 2-0.
Yeah, but I guess that's more or less the round-up for match week. And there are no big games, but there will be a lot of big games coming up over the next few weeks. I think mostly are Man U games, so maybe we will book 3 for that. Next up is Man U versus Liverpool next week.
Wow.
Oh,
nice. Any championship updates?
Yeah,
championship updates. Oh, interestingly, it's not a championship update, but do you remember who Phil Brown was?
Yeah,
Phil Brown. City.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
That was like the last big fairy tale come up, and then like it's like Brentford doing well, Leeds doing well, kind of thing. Yeah, Phil Brown is now currently in the Conference National. That's like the 5th year.
He's still playing, Phil Brown.
Wow.
No, he's not playing. He's a manager.
Oh, I thought he's still playing. 40 years old.
Why he take that kind of job? So sad.
No, he slowly dropped down the divisions. So that's like maybe Steve Bruce in the future.
I thought Phil Brown would be quite good. Isn't he the Jimmy Bullock's best friend?
Yes.
Yeah. The one where Jimmy Bullock copied his that celebration, the one they brought him all the players on the field around halftime and like pointed to them.
Yeah. Oh my god, so sad. Conference. Oh my god.
Yeah. My question is, will Fulham get the top 2? And my answer is no.
Got so bad.
Then who?
Coventry
West
City,
Brom.
let's go.
I think, last time we lost 4-1 to Coventry. I think maybe you can say optimism, but I think still can. Still early in it. There's no standout team in the championship yet. I think eventually over 46 games, it's a very long season. The quality will tell over the whole season. At the minimum, I don't want to jinx this, but at the minimum, we'll make the playoffs anyway. So once again, thank you for returning to us after the 2 weeks international break. Even though we know nothing, hopefully today you've learned something. Join us next week. We will have our Manchester United fan to review Manchester United versus Liverpool. See you next week. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye.